I will apologise now for any sound that you might hear. I'm parked next to the A38 one side of me, and the other side of me is an a la carte heart attack van. You know, the ones that sell heart attack in a bun. Anyway, to all you Sunday drivers that really do enjoy going out for Sunday in your classic car or your normal car or whatever it is that you do, or whatever vehicle you use, but preferably this will be aimed at cars. And you want to go out Sunday and have a look around somewhere and enjoy yourself and take in the sights, have a potter, you know, that kind of thing. Well, no, actually, under a new idea, they want to try and put stop to that. They want to stop people in private cars driving through cities on a Sunday. This is to help combat the fuel problem that we have at the moment, the fuel problem that they've actually engineered. And they've come up with a load of ideas of how to do this. And as I say, one of them is to reduce the use of private vehicles in cities on a Sunday. The other one is to alternate which vehicles, or no, which roads we can use. There should be, with a bit of help, something above me at the moment that will tell you the rest. To limit air travel where fast rail travel, yeah, because that's obviously a problem for the rest of us. Oh, and to teach HGV drivers how to drive more efficiently. Brilliant. Well, that's the entire skip industry, roller bin industry, and bulkers like I'm driving at the moment, tipper lorries that have to drive flat out to get as many loads in a day to actually make the job pay. So to try and tell them how to drive efficiently would be like trying to tell a pervert not to look at kids. It's not going to happen. So hang on a second, that bloke's van's rolling away. This mushy's van in front of me has started to roll downhill towards me. Luckily, he just saw it in time, he held it, and yeah, he's in there with the handbrake on. That's the sort of day I'm having. Fucking sheet went on the truck, well, the spool went. Anyway, we fixed that. So yeah, going back to it. So if you're one of these people that like to jet around the world for business, they want to stop that. If you're one of these people that go to work for business and you can stay home and work 3 days a week at home, then do it. So I want to be interestedly, how I'm going to load this truck from home. It's not going to happen. I'm being sarcastic. However, there are other ideas, reducing the speed limits again, but the one that really, is it the enforcement? It's over my shoulder and I can't see it, obviously, because I have to put it in after I've done this. But pushing people to electric cars by any means necessary. We will make you hate the fucking fact that your car costs so much to run. You can't drive it here. You can't drive it there. So I'm imagining, right, that if you have an electric vehicle, fine. Then you can drive through the city, taking in the sights and enjoying yourself, holding your nose high in the air because you are indeed better than these other people who have to walk because they own a petrol engine vehicle. Yes, it will, by hook nor crook, get every petrol vehicle off the road. And when this is finally done, by whatever means they choose, then they'll decide that your electric cars are actually bad for the environment and they're going to take those off you. That is after they've taxed them really heavily, and they've obviously put the fuel, because I think they get to charge them cheaper than they would at normal fees for electric that you would use in the house. That's what I'm led to believe. So no, those will go back up, and then the road tax will hit them and crush them, and every other sly tax. Once you're stuck in it, once you can't go anywhere, then they'll turn the screws on them. And all of these people driving around with their little green strip on their number plate, thinking that they're virtue signaling to every other poor bastard on the road, which unfortunately at the moment has to get arse fucked at the pump just to fuel their car up. I fueled my van 60 quid yesterday. 75 quid used to fill it, all right? 60 quid, get me half a tank. And I got slightly annoyed. And I'm thinking, when is it that Britain will actually do what some of these other countries are doing? And quite frankly, at the moment, I don't think it'll be ever, because the problem is, some of these countries that are doing this have known what it's like to struggle, have had hard times, right? And our country has had easy times for a long time. So what we've done is bred, you know, the one that easy times breed weak men breed hard times whatever. Yeah, breed hard men or whatever it is. You know the way it goes. And fuck me, I'm at work, I'm cooking in here, and I'm not with it. So this is the latest thing. Just another idea of how we can get you off the road. It needs to take your freedom away. It needs to make you utterly compliant and miserable. It needs to tax you on just about everything you can to ensure that your money never goes any further than just about putting a roof over your head and feeding you, and in some places maybe not even that. Now, I do believe that the fuel prices, electric and gas, that kind of stuff, are going to go through the roof this winter, and people are going to freeze to death. And none of this needs to happen. This is all engineered. How do you feel about that? Because me, the thoughts I think, I can't tell you on here. But there is nothing more I'd like to see than a lot of these positions of power, or the people in the positions of power, getting some retribution for what they've done. But I can't say any more than that. But what you've got to think about is medieval. I'd like to see it. I really would. Now, I have to keep questioning myself and think, are you turning into something bad here, Rev? Are you an evil man? Why is it you would get pleasure out of taking some sort of retribution on these people? That's not what God would like, is it? But I do believe actually he said something in the Bible about this kind of stuff. But even if you don't believe in that, which is fine because a lot of you don't, if you are actively going out of your way to make people suffer, and you go and pick on people, and you abuse your power. I was watching something about Raoul Moat the other day. Now, Raoul Moat was a nutter, right? And he believed that his fiancée, or his missus, that when he went to prison, because she dumped him, was now dating a copper. And they made that story up because they thought that he then wouldn't come after her and bother her because he was a nutter. As it turns out, that he believed that the police during his lifetime had taken everything away from him. Now, I don't know about what had happened in his lifetime, and I know that the people that made the film about him would have made it so that he was definitely the evil man no matter what. But he rang the coppers. He says, I've just shot one of your coppers. I've just downed one of your coppers. Well, actually, first he rang and he says, I just shot my wife and her copper boyfriend. I'm not hiding. I'm coming for you. I'm not hiding at all. You've taken everything from me, you police. Now I'm coming for you, right? And then after that, he went and shot a copper who was waiting for speeding motorists that he could take a punt at, and shot him. Eventually, that copper didn't die then, but eventually he took his own life. But I remember a person, who was a copper, said, to go after the police. To go after the police, how sick, how awful, how terrible. And they truly believe they are the protected ones that can get away with whatever it is that they want to do. Now, if these coppers, the ones you see out there at the moment, right, are just doing the job that we actually set them out there to do, catch burglars, catch violent crime, knife crime, that kind of stuff, go after people that generally do crime, basically, fine. But when they decide what they're going to go after and what they're not going to go after, and they go after the more profit-making stuff, and when they like to abuse their powers, and they like to overstep the mark, and they like to bully people, and they get some sort of weird pleasure. And how many coppers have been done for sexual stuff? How many coppers have been done for bullying? How many coppers have been done for numerous other things? Yep, quite a fucking lot. But they think that they're untouchable, and the fact that anybody could come after them is preposterous. No, if you keep backing up this government and you keep picking on the people of this country, then eventually they're going to turn on you. And God fucking forbid you when that happens, I fucking say. Because when people eventually lose their shit, there is nothing that's going to stop them. Certainly not you lot. Half you soy-baited fucking latte drinking fucking idiots wouldn't stand a fucking chance against the average person anyway. Anyway, happy days. Well, I'm going to finish my break off and go back to getting flogged to death. Never mind.